Hi, I'm Derek Smoots, and I'm learning to play the Uilleann Pipes, which are Irish bagpipes, not to be confused with the better-known Scottish or Highland pipes. There's a saying in the online community that it takes a total of 21 years to master the pipes, 7 learning, 7 practicing, and 7 playing. Of course, the concept of mastery of an instrument is kind of vague. You might argue that only a handful of players master any given instrument, but I think the point is that the Uilleann Pipes are a particularly difficult instrument to learn. Now, please don't misunderstand what I'm about to say. It takes a lot of time and effort to play any musical instrument really well, but there is such a thing as an easy instrument to start out on. And what I mean by that is, on some instruments, it's easy to make some pleasant sounds in the first few minutes, and it actually takes a concentrated effort to sound awful. In other cases, the opposite is true. By reputation, the Uilleann Pipes are off the chart. A beginner's lucky to get any sound at all, and can probably expect to resemble a sick duck or a wet cat for a few months at least. That's to say nothing of the difficulty in getting a hold of a set of pipes to begin with. You can generally expect to wait months or years to have a set made by one of the few working craftsmen, and then you have to hope that the fragile reed survives the shipping process. You may ask, if it's such a pain to learn the pipes, why bother? Of course, the obvious answer is that I like their sound. Most of the time when you hear bagpipes in the score of a movie, they're Uilleann Pipes, even if the movie is set in Scotland. This is probably because the Uilleann Pipes have a relatively wide melodic range. They have 3 drones like Highland pipes, but you can shut these drones off with a switch. Plus, there are 3 extra pipes called regulators, with 4 or 5 keys apiece, and you play them with your palm to provide harmonies. On top of their musical qualities, the pipes are, in my opinion, the most steampunk of all instruments. They have tubes, they have bellows, they have a lot of little mechanical bits. That's kind of cool. The pipes are also the instrument which most resembles a squid. And as a happy circumstance, I'm a big fan of cephalopods. But really, it comes down to the fact that I love the sound of well-played pipes. I like to play new instruments, and I'm in the mood for a challenge. My intended purpose for the videos that will follow this one is to investigate whether the pipes are really as hard to learn as people say they are, and to do that effectively, you should know where I'm starting from. I had my first piano lesson in the 3rd grade, and stuck with that for something like 15 years. Though I probably only put in about 3 years worth of actual practice time. I was a music minor in college as a vocalist. I currently sing in musical theater and light operas, mostly at the community theater level here in the Austin area. I also love synthesizers, and I've self-published electronic music in a few different genres. A little under a year ago, I went to a 3-day Irish traditional music retreat called the O'Flaherty Retreat. I took the beginner's tin whistle course, and I've been absolutely hooked since then. I go to Irish tune sessions about once a week. I started out taking the whistle, then I switched to the low whistle. Then about 6 months ago, I tried the Irish flute, and that's become my main instrument. The fingering system for the whistles and the flute is pretty similar to that of the pipes, so that should give me an edge. I've also been dabbling with the English concertina for about 3 months. The point being, I'm pretty used to picking up new instruments. I'm relatively familiar with the tunes and the type of music I'm going to be learning to play on the pipes. So, if you're as crazy as I am and you're considering taking up the pipes, I hope these videos will help give you some idea of what's in store.